Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Manali, your fitness trainer. आज को वीडियो में we are going to show you some fitness workouts, some routines which are unnecessary, which are totally useless. Only if you are trying to change your physique, transformation, if you're looking for transformation from a point A to point B, then these particular workouts are more than useless. In fact, they are worthless because they don't target your particular muscle heads. So if you're looking for strength training, weight training, or if you're going for a powerlifting style, powerlifting goals style, whatever, then you can choose whatever you want. But I'm only talking about a transformation of physique from this to this, then to go for more isolation movements as well as for your compound movements. So guys, this is our first podcast as a base pure impact. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So the first workout that I'm going to tell you is behind the neck shoulder press. It's about the shoulder routines. So this particular workout is used by many athletes for building their rear delt by putting the bar behind the neck and pressing. But it is not good. I totally recommend you not to use this particular routine because it has lots of many injury cases and it is not an ideal movement for your body to do it. Because while you're doing a dumbbell press or a shoulder press normally, that will help you to gain your front anterior delt, front delt and your lateral delt. But using a bar behind the neck, it is totally uncomfortable and it's not an ideal movement for you to use it. So I recommend not to do this particular movement, behind the shoulder neck movement, because it has lots of many injury cases. So try to avoid it. If you still want to do it, you can use a very lighter weight. While doing in front, you can get a lot of loads. You can use heavier weights. So while performing, so why not go for a better one instead of this? So moving on to the next workout, we are moving is towards biceps weight curls. This particular routine has been done for ages because I've seen many people doing this. Your particular routine is pura famous pani bhayo, like moderate weight of dumbbell, and this is the movement for weight curls. It is extremely close grip. It seems like extremely close grip. So but the range of movement is very slow. Range pura kam disayi. It's very short. So in order to build your bicep, to grow your bicep, your range of movement should be very long. At least for normal bicep curls. Concentrate on your muscle. Mind-muscle connection has to be done every time, and you just curl it with a challenging weight. Not extreme or heavy weight or a very lighter weight, but it has to be a very challenging weight. So just go for a normal curls. Weighted curls, I don't find it very beneficial. It helps you burn, but doesn't have beneficial effect. And if you see a bigger person doing in the gym, the person who have a bicep of 18-20 inches, for them it doesn't matter because they are just pumping it. But for a person who is lean and who wants to grow their biceps, all have to focus on their particular goals, how the fundamental of muscles are growing. So you need to understand how the bicep works and how it grows. Person who has bigger biceps, 18-20 inches, he already has a bigger bicep. He's just doing a concentration or some kind of movement, whatever. Who gives a shit, right? So if he's doing it, let it be. But if you want to grow your biceps, just do your normal bicep curl, preacher curls. You can do reverse curl in cable, but it's not that beneficial. But still, you can do it instead of weighted curls. So moving on to the next. Moving towards our next workout routine. And now we are going towards our back. Behind the neck, wide lat pull down. I've seen these particular routines done by many athletes and many bodybuilders. And they already have a bigger back. With done, fully formed back. You can do it. It's all up to you. But if you want to have a greater concentration towards your muscle, the better squeeze, better contraction, better development of your back muscle, you need to understand the fundamentals. Because if you're a person who hasn't grown their back, who is a beginner or intermediate in this particular level of fitness, then you need to understand that this particular workout routines are more than useless. They are worthless because it doesn't help you to grow your lats. Because while you're pulling down, you're moving forward and you're going back, and your shoulder is already pronated because you're looking down. So it is not good for your neck, not good for your traps. It might help you to contract a little bit of lats. That's it. The better version of doing this is your wide lat pull down. That is the best version. It will help you grow a lot of volume towards your lats. It will help you grow your V taper look also. So try to avoid this particular routine, because nowadays still I see in the gym many people are doing this particular workout, and I don't think so it's more beneficial, because you are totally into old school type of workout routine. Then it's all up to you. I'm not saying you're not to do it, but it's all up to you. You can do it, it's all up to you. But for personal recommendation of my particular advice, please avoid it, because it's totally useless. It's better you go for 6 or 7 sets of wide lat pull down. That's it. That would do a better squeeze, better contraction, and better development for your particular muscle. So try to avoid this particular routine. So moving on to the next. So guys, we are moving on to the next workout routine, and this particular routine is also for the shoulders, and this is one of the most dangerous movements that I personally feel, because I don't do it at all. Routine is upright row. I've seen many people using this particular routines. This particular workout is totally dangerous for your rotator cuffs, because the movement that your rotator cuffs are used to or meant to do is this and this. That's it. The movement from down and up, and movement for this abduction and adduction. That's it. But if you're doing an upright row with a bar or with a cable, I don't know, whatever choices of interest, you're doing this, because this will make your rotator cuffs rotate externally towards upwards, and that is not good. It will create a lot of injuries, and it has the maximum injury cases in the world. And still many athletes used to do it, or they are still doing it. The best form of growing lateral head is doing a lateral raises with a dumbbell, or go for a machine, or go for a cable. I personally feel it's been more than 3 years that I'm doing it. I only use a dumbbell for a lateral raises, and that's the best form of creating your lateral head. It will help you to grow your anterior delt as well, because the movement helps you to create an anterior and lateral movement abduction. So for me personally, it's my suggestion. I'm not saying like it's totally bad. You can do it if you want to do it, and if you still want to do it, I suggest you to go for a lighter weight, and do not rotate your shoulder. Do not pronate your shoulder in front. Just lift it up until here towards your chest and go down. But still, I'm saying you to avoid these particular routines, because it won't help you at all. More or less, it will create a lot of injuries for later on. So better switch to lateral raises or cable raises or machine raises. I personally go for dumbbell lateral raises. That's it. So moving on to the next. Particular routines that we are going to do is a reverse bicep curl. Try to avoid this particular workout routine. If you're using a free weights like a straight bar or a curl bar, it doesn't have that much of contraction towards your muscle. It won't help you to grow your particular muscle, because it won't help you to concentrate on it. It won't help you to squeeze on it. So it's less contraction towards your muscle, then your muscle won't grow at all, because it needs to be rested. It impacts your wrist but also your elbows, because it has to be engaged at all the time, and your grip is a pronated grip, and a lot of stress on your wrist and your elbows, and less in your brachii muscles. Switch to cross cables. You can get a very lightweight. You can just grab tightly and just engage it. So you will have a little bit of contraction comparatively to the free weights. But if you're looking to build a better version of your bicep brachii muscles, then I would recommend you to switch on to hammer curls. Use for dumbbells, you can use for rope in cable, same thing. Pull down the pulley down, and you can curl it up with full extension. But best for my personal recommendation is hammer curls, which you can do with dumbbells. You can carry a challenging dumbbells, not a very heavy or a very lightweight, because in hammer, light is like more than useless. It will just give you a warmed up session. Go for a bit challenging weights. Don't go for heavy weights. So go for challenging weights, squeeze it on top and go down slowly. It will help you to concentrate on your particular muscle, brachii muscle, and help you to build a bigger, broader bicep. So moving on to the next. So now we are at the end of this particular video, and this is the last workout routine that I'm going to tell you. And it is going to be a shocking for everyone, most of you at least. So the workout routine that I'm going to tell you is for the back. This one is also for the back, and the routine is deadlifts. Here I said it, deadlifts. It will help you make your back stronger. You can do whatever, I don't give a shit. But if you're looking for a powerlifting style, you can go for deadlifts as much as possible. You can die with deadlifts, you can eat with deadlifts, you can sleep with deadlifts. But if you're trying to build your particular muscle, your lower back muscle, I would recommend you go for more rows. Likewise, using wide pull downs will help you get a wider lats. Any pull downs will help you get a wider lats. But similarly, if you want a thickness, if you want a bigger volume in your back, you need to do rows. You need to do rows as much as possible. Go for rows, go for barbell rows, go for bend over rows, dumbbell bend over rows, barbell dumbbell bend over rows, go for Smith machine rows. You can use for cross cable machine rows. You can, if you want to lift quite heavy or challenging weight, you can go for chest supported, chest padded or chest supported rows, machine rows. You can go for there are many rows you can use it. So go for rows as much as possible, because it will help you to grow your lower lats and help you get stronger your back as well. It will give you a thicker and wider look, and that will give you a complete formation of your back. I'm not saying you to avoid it, because most of you might say, like, because by doing deadlifts you have made a lot of progress in your lower back. But the movement is totally a compound movement that uses more than one joint and more than 1 or 3 or 5 whole body muscle. It's going to use your total body, from calf muscle, from your thigh muscle, from your quads, from your hamstring, from your glutes, from your lower back, from your shoulders, from your forearms, from your bicep, and from your tricep, because you're holding it and you're going to do a squat, you're going down, you're going to come up. So it is a movement that engages all of your muscle parts, and it's quite a good workout for strength training. That you have an injury in your lower back and you want to make it stronger, you can go for hyperextension as well. Use body weight at the beginning, initial stages, and you can increase your weights, challenging weights. I recommend you to go for a very small, lighter weights at the beginning and go for challenging weights while using a hyperextension. Grab a plate on your chest like a Wakanda forever, and you can creep it over here and just go down and up. That's it. You can create tension in your lower back and get your lower back stronger instead of doing deadlifts. But if you want to do it, you can do it. I'm not saying you not to do it at all. You can do it. It's all up to you. But it doesn't help you to grow. Likewise, squats help you to grow your legs. That is the fact. In a better version, you can do leg press, which will help you get more challenging weights, more concentration towards your leg. So I prefer you to go for more isolation movement. You can go for the compound movement as well, but go for isolation movement if you're trying to transform your physique from this to this. That's it. People say, I don't know, I've heard it, like compound movements give you a wider, thicker. I don't give a shit, because it doesn't give you anything. Compound movements helps you to play with the weights. You can go for heavier weights. You can use heavier weights. It has to be a balance of compound and an isolation movement. So if you're trying to transform your physique, get a good diet, clean diet. You need to rest to 8 to 10 hours and work out with a balanced form of movements. Don't just do whatever a big guy is doing in the gym, because he has done it for years and years and years and he's still doing it. That's why he got big towards his diet. I don't know what supplements he took or some other stuffs. But if you're a beginner or intermediate, go for a better movement which will help you grow your muscle faster and quicker with a good protein absorption. You need to build your muscle. You don't need to be him. You need to be you. You need to focus on for the future tomorrow of yourself. That's it. So coming back to the routine, deadlifts. Deadlifts, even I do it, deadlifts. I'm not saying I don't do it at all. I do it but I only do it for 3 sets. That also very lightweight, 25 kgs or 10, 15 kgs, just for a warm-up movement, or that's it. But I go for as many rows as possible, because row will give you a thicker and a volume back. Don't waste your time on putting lots of weights and doing it for 1 rep max, because 1 rep max doesn't help you to grow anything, because it's just a 1 rep. And you're going to rest for 3 minutes. What's the point of doing it? Those particular workout routines are used by a powerlifter, not by us. So whatever, who uses shit, right? Moving on to the next. So guys, we are done with today's video. Ajuk video ma I'm showing you the useless workout routines which are totally worthless if you're trying to transform physique from A to B. So you can do this workout routine. I'm not saying you cannot do this workout routine. You can do this workout routine at your own comfort, at your own risk. But personally, I don't recommend you to do it, because it doesn't have that much of contraction. It doesn't help you to contract that much of your muscle. So if there is no contraction, there is no protein synthesis, and there is no building up your muscle. So what's the point of doing it? So long run, short, I'm saying you avoid these routines. Go for a better version of your workout routines. Make it simpler. Basics are the best. Go for basic routines. That's it. That is the best workout routines. Just try to engage your form. Try to control your form, control your tempo while using your reps. And go for a challenging weight. Don't go for a heavy weight, because once you're using a heavy weight, your form will be collapsed. So go for a challenging weight. Don't go for a lighter weight. Go for challenging weight. Do a proper warm-up for yourself and start a good workout session. So that's it, guys. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. I'm going to bring up more fitness videos, more podcast videos for anabolics, for supplements, for diet routines. So stay tuned and keep watching. Do subscribe and share to this channel. This is your trainer Basamanali, and you're watching Base Pure Impact. Adios.